Hello, are we live? So fellas, I should probably apologise for the poor timing on my part. First of all, because the Henry Stickmin collection is such short pieces of music, I had to use like 3 there. They're all linked in the description if you want to know what the intro music was all about. It's all on Newgrounds, as you can see here. Which is pretty cool. Because yeah, Puffles United, the guy who actually made the Stickmin collection, you know, he has a page on Newgrounds, and Newgrounds is a website where you can make things, you can share all kinds of things, as you can see here. It's a really good website, although it's kind of old. I've never really checked it out, but I might use it sometime, I'm not sure. But yeah, Newgrounds side, welcome back. It's been a long time. Welcome back to the Henry Stickmin collection. How are you guys doing? Ugh. This jumper's kind of itchy on me, I'm not gonna lie. So, first of all, it's been a while, so welcome. Last time we played this, we were speedrunning, and I deleted all my data, and it didn't feel... It felt like I actually had lost my data, even though I got it back, because there was an online save file you could find. But, excuse me. Welcome all. I can see you all in chat. Let me get my phone up here. You see, sometimes you plan a stream and it just doesn't go. Like, the thing is, right, I should have planned this stream's time a bit better. It was 5:35, and then I saw, oh wait, I've got Dungeons and Dragons that's going to go on for like 3 hours, so I'd better move that. And then it ended up, the Dungeons and Dragons ended up being a relatively short session, about 2.5 hours. So, even though I'd moved it an hour forward to 6:35, because I moved the other stream from 3 to 4, I didn't really need to. It would only have cut 15 minutes into the first stream, so really I didn't need to move this one as far back either, because the other stream I was doing wasn't as long as I thought it would. But I didn't know all of this. I didn't accurately predict, so this went from 5:35 to 6:35, and then it ended up starting at 5:50. And it's 10 to 6 now, and we're a few minutes in. Hey guys, how you doing? I am not very good at this. Sometimes I just screw up the planning, so I hope that hasn't screwed over a load of you who are not sure when it's starting, but this is going to be well over an hour anyways, so we're just going to get on with it. But hello. Nice. Livy's cooking some rice right now. I have no idea what I'm doing though. Don't worry, rice is easy, just follow the instructions on the packet. Yeah. Have lunch with myself in a bit. That sounds cool, DJ. I mean, it depends on your microwave, Livy. You need to know what the wattage of your microwave is, whether it's 700, 750, 800 or more. But it'll say, like, whether it's like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And obviously you want to have it sealed, right? The rice, you got to have it in a bowl, but then you got to have something on top. Otherwise it, like, burns the rice or something. I'm not that experienced either, but I've recently been learning some basic cooking stuff, just because, you know, I should have really known by now, but it's not like I really need it, because Mum insists on doing all the food, even though she also complains about no one else helping her with the food. I don't know how to explain that. But anyways, we are going to be beginning a Pacifist run today. I want to introduce something kind of new to the channel, because the Henry Stickmin collection, we 100%ed that game. We went and got all the fails, all the endings, all the different, you know, bios and routes, and it was like, well, what else is there left to do? I did try speedrunning it, and that is a thing, and that paid off well. But then I thought, and I'm not the first person to come up with this, because I discovered this by scouring YouTube. Although I didn't watch any videos, I just looked at titles and thumbnails. What if you did runs of Henry Stickmin trying to meet certain goals? For example, do no harm. Rule 1, do no harm. If I look at the description here, you guys can see that in the wacky world of Henry Stickmin, people get hurt. A lot. I mean, it's a cartoon world, it's not usually as bad or as serious, but does Henry really have to do so much damage? Does he have to be so reckless as to get people bruises, fractures, and even killed? Maybe it's possible to complete the entire Stickmin collection without killing anyone. Maybe it's possible without even hurting anyone. Welcome to my attempt of the Pacifist run of the Henry Stickmin collection. So something that I've seen going around YouTube, because I went and searched for it, I was like, okay, what if you did a Pacifist run of Henry Stickmin? I can't spell, but it's like, I was like, oh, so someone's attempted completing Henry Stickmin while, you know, not killing anyone, or vice versa, getting the most kills possible. And in fact, someone out there, someone's done a YouTube, got a YouTube channel where they've done all kinds of challenges. Can you complete it without music? Can you do it without gadgets? Can you do it solo without any help? Could you do it without speaking? Can you do it without choosing references? Can you beat the Henry Stickmin collection without Henry jumping? You know, all kinds of bizarre ones. In fact, I even saw one challenge that was, can you complete the Henry Stickmin collection while sticking to government social distancing guidelines to, you know, stop the spread of COVID? There it is. Can you complete it while social distancing? Which is absolutely hilarious. And a lot of these ideas have inspired me. I think there is a lot of stuff that we can do with the Henry Stickmin collection, which, you know, we're only beginning to touch the iceberg of, even though I've already gone on 100% of this game. This game has the ultimate replayability that a lot of other games just don't have, so it may have been covered in a video already, but I haven't watched it. I've only looked at the titles and thumbnails, so get ready, guys. 25 likes and I'll do another episode soon. And what are the QOT words? So first of all, the like goal I've set high because I want to start setting a higher standard for like goals. But if you guys, I don't know, that might be too high. I'm not sure, but apparently there are Henry Stickmin fan games, hence the QOTD. If there are any fan games that I should play that are Henry Stickmin related, do let me know, because I don't know where to start with that, but I've heard that there are actually loads of fan games out there from Darklink. I don't know if he's here today, but I didn't know this was a game with lots of fan games, so if anyone's got any suggestions, do let me know. I'd be interested to see what Henry Stickmin fan games are out there and where I should begin with that. But anyway, there was no packet. We had it in a jar? What? Oh, it's on the hob. You're doing it on the cooker. Oh, I don't know. I usually use a microwave. Every microwave and machine is different though, because like you got to be experienced with them. So yeah. Well, good luck, Livy. You'll work it out, I'm sure. But yeah, now my view's actually slightly tilted because I got myself a snack while I was having issues starting the stream and stuff. But yeah, it's been a long time coming. But here it is, guys. The Henry Stickmin collection. It's back. It's back, baby. Yeah, baby! Here it is. Here it is, any second. The Henry Stickmin collection, here it is. It's been a long time, guys, but it's finally here. It's finally back. There's our boy, the man, the myth, the legend. Don't worry, Henry, you're not going anywhere. I know, we 100% the game, we speedran. I'm gonna keep playing your game for quite some time yet. So don't you worry. But check it out, guys. Also, let me turn the game volume up. Is our audio balance good? Tell me if the audio balance is good, guys. I think the game should be a bit louder than me. I'm not sure, because my mic's quite sensitive. So if that's good, then we can get started. I fucking love the soundtrack. We're back. Ain't it something? Ain't it great? I know a few parts of some of the games that are a no-no for Pacifist. Well, the good thing is, guys, I've done my research. Like with the speedrun, and like with every run I plan to do with this game, I went ahead and played the game over and over a few times to see if I could plan ahead. So, I already know the answer to the question, can you beat the Henry Stickmin collection without killing anyone? Can you do a pacifist run the game? I already know whether that's a yes or a no answer, but I also know, you know, which paths to take. And my memory's not perfect, but we gotta start at the start, so that's what we're gonna do. Back at Breaking the Bank, Tell me if the audio balance is bad. I think the music might actually be a bit too loud. Maybe like this? Yeah? Like that? Is that good? Let's begin. It's been a long time, but here we are. So Breaking the Bank's pretty simple. Obviously, it's the first game. There's only one valid choice you can make. So this could destroy the run. Because, you know, we can't choose fails. Fails don't make progress. It has to be something that actually leads. And I am going to have the rule. Sorry, I got to go back. I'm going to continue this rule, guys, that whatever we do in completing the mission, we can't just go in and pick any ending whatsoever. We have to pick one that continues off from whatever we did before, as an example. So I'm going to continue this rule that for completing the mission, you can't just pick whatever endings suit you. And I'll show you if there is an ending where you can just pick other random endings, but I'm going to show you the route where you have to actually pick the endings from Airship and Complex, just to really, you know, make this a bit more challenging, kind of ground it, so you have to be smart with your choices and think ahead when it comes to these two games. So, you know, so for example, I did Pure-Blooded Thief and Ghost Inmate. Pure-Blooded Thief and Ghost Inmate starts you off on the Jewel Baron route, but the Jewel Baron route doesn't work, so I just change it to, you know, Presumed Dead. I'm not going to do that. I'm considering that cheating. I'm trying to do this, like, legit, you know? But, yeah. I'm going to try and get as many endings as possible so you can get as many combinations for completing the mission. I haven't even thought about that until now, but honestly, yeah, that's a smart idea. That's what I'm going to do. But let's keep it simple, alright? We'll worry about that when we get there. So, to begin with Breaking the Bank. This can ruin the run. A run of Henry Stickmin without using any disguises is not possible, because the very first thing you do to succeed, you have to use a disguise. It's the first thing you do. All of the other fails, they don't take you anywhere. So we got to pick disguise, but luckily, this is Pacifist, alright? We put ourselves in a bag, we somehow tie the knot from the inside, and we don't hurt anyone in the process. We don't kill anyone in the process. Now, if we can't kill anyone, if there are unavoidable kills that Henry makes, we're gonna try and do this without hurting us. So it's like, oh,
it's supposed to be like more
there's the other way around. So it's like,
oh, that makes sense.
if it's like, oh, you can't complete the game without Henry hurting someone, can you at least do it without him killing anyone? So kind of like grading, right? But yeah, we're going to try and do a pacifist run of the Henry Stickmin collection, guys. So leave a like if you're excited for that. We've already got 7 views, which is great. I can see 2 likes. Keep them coming, fellas. Pain. Valde Martins, we are not here for pain, please. Sir, we are here to be pacifistic and, you know, calm and even-tempered today. We're going to be kind to our fellow humans, alright? Henry, well, obviously Henry can't die. I mean, that doesn't violate the rules. Like, the rules exist, guys. Henry can't kill anyone, and failing that, Henry can't hurt anyone, alright? That's the only rules. That's what pacifist means. Again, just to be clear, just to show that Breaking the Bank doesn't violate the rule, it is so good to be back. You know, the word pacifist, I'll get a definition right now, even though I can't spell. Right, custom challenges. Isn't it cool? The ability to be creative and create your own challenges in game modes. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. Pacifism is an opposition to war, militarism, including conscription and mandatory military service, or violence. We're anti-violence, okay? That also means we're not going to be joining any militias, if possible. So we're not going to be, like, siding with the government or the top hats or anything, except we have to pick a side, I think. So we'll get there when we get there. But, yeah, you know, it's sticking strictly to principles of ethics, you know, medical ethics, you know, opposition to war and violence of any kind, you know, against conscription, all that. That's what pacifism is, okay, guys? So that's what it means when we're doing a pacifist run of Henry Stickmin. Is it possible for Henry Stickmin to be a pacifist in this game series where so often we see him, you know, killing and hurting and looting and just being overall very chaotic and, you know, committing all kinds of crimes? Can he be a pacifist? That's what we're here to answer today. Right, it's going to be interesting playing Airship after playing it on Among Us. Is the game capture not going to show? Hello, let me retry. If I hit something. There it is. Alright. But as you can see, opposition to war and violence. There is no violence occurring here, alright? The roof.
Hey,
what about the roof?
Lose one? I think we should throw
Hi, hello, Big Mouth Chicken. Thank you for joining. Also, I don't know why my phone's over here. It should be on the other side. It should be on the other side, I believe. No.
Bank out here?
The chat. The chat is actually that way for me. So actually, my phone.
That makes sense.
I should move. I always used to have chat on this side, because of the chat screen, but maybe now it should actually be over here. I'm not sure. Let's just play the game, alright? I'm going to try something different today. I got my hydration on my left, chat on the right. Now, Henry's caught and everything. He's pretty grumpy. He's annoyed that he failed. But there's no violence so far. The roof seemed funnier to me. Ah, right, okay. What about the sky? I'm confused. I'm missing context. Whatever. So let's move on. So the next one is escaping the prison. Now, remember the rules. No violence, no war. Okay.
Oh, you.
And we already know how this plays
Yes, we
out.
do.
I'm going to watch it for old time's sake because it's a great cutscene. Just kidding.
Not really.
Not really.
But you've got a pack.
It's interesting how
Don't get your
the whole
hopes up.
multiverse thing
We've already
is
checked
happening
if anything
here.
useful, haven't
So
we, Dan?
breaking the bank
What?
always
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
That's like,
Of course I checked it.
you know,
But I mean, if I
immutable. It
didn't
can't be
check, I'd lose
changed.
my job, and I don't want to lose my job.
but everything from this point on is flexible because that package, that very package, because spoilers if you haven't seen the ending of this game, the secret ending, this package is from the CCC, you know, and like what's inside is obviously because of their like, you know, anti-chaos measures, which ironically always end up creating more chaos, but there's no, you know, like breaking the bank is immutable. Breaking the bank comes first. Breaking the bank is like, oh, that's not affected by the you know, the multiverse overload. Now, there are several different routes here, right? We've got cell block, but obviously this leads to the sneaky escapist route, and we can't do that for obvious reasons. You want to know why we can't do sneaky escapist? Because it immediately violates the principles of pacifism. Check this out. Check this out. I'm sorry, Ethan, for once I've proven you wrong on something related to game knowledge. It was bound to happen someday, because, let's face it, your game knowledge, it's not perfect. It's like 99.9%, it's really close. But no, that, my friends, that was an act of violence. We just smacked those guys, and that is against the principles of pacifism. So sneaky escapist is off the table. We can't do sneaky escapist. So what does that leave? Well, that leaves the one where we go to the courtroom, the all lawyered up route, which I believe is pacifist. You know, no one is committing violence. It's actually going through the legal processes, which is a preferred, you know, like method of, you know, dealing with these kind of things. Like, there's no violence in this route. But I want to show you something interesting. Okay, so we use the drill here. This is property damage, but it's not violence, okay? Violence is the key, alright? That sounds like a orange box sound effect. Now, we want to go with the crowbar. So we use the crowbar, not on the doors here, as logical as that seems, to go down here. And now we're faced with the security guards. But we don't fight them, we run. And this isn't violent. They're shooting at us, but Henry isn't doing anything that is violent right now, okay? I challenge you to argue with me that any of this is violent, okay? And the game just crashed. I've got to say, the game's been crashing more often, like in full screen, since I did my speedrunning, and I'm not sure why. It's crashing at moments it's never crashed at before, and I'm beginning to wonder if either I should start playing it minimized, which would suck, but also if maybe I need to, like, reset it again, like uninstall, reinstall. I know I might lose my save data, but we're already getting all the save data here. I'd rather not, because, like, I've got all the maps and stuff, but I might have to just 100% again. I could 200% the Henry Stickmin collection. That'd be funny. But yeah, would you play Attacking the Town when it comes out? It's a Henry Stickmin fan game, love letters to the series. Again, this is what I mean. I've seen from your game jolts that there are Henry Stickmin fan games, but I don't know any. I need to know, what's the starting Henry Stickmin fan game? You know, what's like the Five Nights at Candy's for the Henry Stickmin collection? You know, as that game is to FNAF, what's the, you know, one for Henry? But anyway, let's try this again. Hopefully don't crash. Restarting my PC. Restarting my PC. I think I just restart the game would be enough. I'd have to cut the stream for that. Let's try this again, though. We can successfully cook the rice. Alright, we're all good. Nice, nice, nice. Shy Guy Mask has done a Pacifist quest video but failed. Can I succeed where he failed? We will see. So I go left here. Exactly, yeah, it crashes more often. But yeah, Henry's done nothing violent yet. I've got to go do this, if I remember correctly. My memory of this game is pretty good. I've played it over lots and lots of times. Now, we come to this bit. At this time, Henry has not committed an act of violence towards anybody, okay? No one. But we've got to get ready. We've got to get ready here. We've got to click. I'm ready. Now Henry dodges these bullets, then he catches one and throws it at this guy. However, it doesn't hit the man, it hits the gun. He throws the bullet and hits the gun out of the guy's hand. Is that an act of violence? That's not, because that didn't hurt anybody. No one was hurt in this sequence, which is why I want to argue that this is a pacifist ending. You wouldn't expect it, would you? You wouldn't think Badass Bust Out with this music and this visual is non-violent, but I would argue that that was a non-violent route, because the only thing Henry does which comes close is throwing a bullet at a guy, but all it does is knock the gun out of his hand, which is actually very fascist. Jesus Christ, let's not go there. Pacifist, because obviously pacifists are against guns. In any case, even if you do disagree, you can get a pacifist end by going through the courtroom route here. I'll show it just to be sure. I'll just let the sequence play out. There is no violence in this route, so far so good. It is possible to get this part of the game done. The, you know, what do you call it? The escaping the prison segment done without any violence. I know there's a lot of smacking of desks and stuff in this parody, but it's not violence.
I was riding alongside my partner, the armored man, but suddenly she spotted a bag on the side of the road.
Is it attacking the tower?
Throw the bag in with the other.
Okay, darling, thanks for the no. Why attacking the tower?
So, the
Complete replication of the main style. Guys, I've watched this a load of times before. I've streamed it loads of times before. That's why I'm talking over it. If you're seeing this for the first time, just go watch a different stream. Watch my older streams.
The defendant didn't hide himself in that bag.
But yeah, it's a love letter to the series. It's complete replication of the main style. It is violent. How is throwing a bullet back not violence, but filing a cell door is? No, Ethan, it was violent to hit them with a pole. Henry knocked out two guys with the metal pole. You guys need to do your research. But yeah, obviously it's the disguising bag. Presents. Take that!
Is that the bag the defendant hid in? Yes.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that's been bothering me.
Yeah, no. The filing of the cell door was not violence. Don't be silly. That's not.
Tie the knot from the outside of the bag.
This is violent, actually. Because look at all this
inside the
it's
bag.
so
It's
violent.
impossible for him to tie the knot on the outside.
I would argue Badass Bust Out's not violent. No one gets hurt.
It's simple.
He doesn't hurt anyone. He doesn't kill anyone. You gotta remember, guys, it's violence towards people and animals and living beings, you know. Inanimate objects
by this very witness
doesn't count.
As you can see by
Either
the
way,
doctor's
it doesn't.
analysis,
That
the
whole
defendant
argument
had
doesn't
taken quite
matter
the
because
beating.
this is a non-violent
I was in the
route.
bag. He was
It's
unconscious.
your favorite ending, yeah. It's a good one. This is
absurd.
probably my favorite as well. That's just because it's such a great parody.
And
it's really clever.
Knowing he'd
Court
drive by
jobs
on
are
the way
great.
back to the bank. When the witness and his partner
Yeah.
passed the bag, he
Wait,
convinced his
hang
partner
on.
to throw the bag in with the others. But why would he do that?
I'm trying to remember all the ending names. IOAS.
Millions of bags of money in that bank, and the witness knew it would take a long time before the victim was found.
I can't remember the
But
sentence, but it doesn't matter.
unfortunately
We'll
for the
see. But yeah,
victim
there's
woke
a
up,
no-go
tried to
there.
escape from his tomb. He was arrested on the spot, and the witness thought everything was
There's
over.
no physical appearances of any animals in the entire series other than a worm? That's bizarre. Kind of weird when you think about it. Are there no animals in this game?
Well, that certainly was an interesting trial.
Wow.
However, I am now ready to deliver my verdict.
But yeah,
I
no.
find
The cell door's not violent. Well, no go. Intruder on a scooter, that was it. Thank you. But there we go, guys. Non-violent ending. So there's one, maybe two, 1.5 non-violent endings in Escaping the Prison. Things start getting a bit difficult after this. Alright. So let's move on. Alright. Now, obviously, again, it doesn't matter which ending you get, it doesn't change anything except, actually, that notepad at the start of infiltrating the airship, where they're going through all the different endings you got previously, that does change, and that's something I've never explored. But, stealing the diamond. Alright, stealing the diamond. So, begins with blah, blah, blah. No, I want to show off the routes. Okay. There's 3 routes here, and for some reason, just plain epic and unseen burglar work here. But this one, intruder on a scooter, it doesn't show the thing hovering here. And I'm just gonna show you guys quickly where these trip up. So you would think that unseen burglar would be the obvious choice, right? Rhinos are hard to draw. yeah. He can't draw, let alone animate rhinos. Oh, you want to turn from rhino for an ITA fail? That would be quite funny. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. I really wonder how animals would look in this graphic style anyway. But anyways, You'd think Unseen Burglar would be the obvious choice, right? And that's where you go to the rooftop. So let me just show you how this works, okay? Alright. You sneak in. You use the teleporter. So far, so good, right? Alright. Henry's on the rooftop. Security man's there. He uses a penny. This is not violent. No one's being hurt.
Penny.
Just distracts him. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. So far, so good. It's the wire for this one. You think... I actually got a glitch on this, I think. I don't know if it was on the stream, but like the background broke or something. It was really weird. But, you know, no one's been harmed so far. No one's been killed. Henry's being non-violent. This is really good. Right? You'd think this is pacifist. So far, so good. I've got to eat the cheese. It's just so good. It's just so good. Hell yeah. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So we use the plank. Again, we haven't hit anyone. We haven't shot anyone.
Really? Yeah.
He's just sneaking past everybody. Okay, what do we do here? Well, we can't do this, because that's violent. We can't do that, because that's definitely violent. I don't know what's going on with that. If we jump! Alright, maybe the rifle isn't actually going to be hurting him? Doesn't really work, does it? It's not, I mean, that's a fail anyways, doesn't matter. So let's pick Diamond, I guess. Let's pick Diamond. Oops. We were so close. This was so close to being a pacifist route. But we just crushed a man with a giant diamond at the end there, so this is a write-off. And that is why, surprisingly, this route, the sneaky escapist route, was called Unseen Burglar. It was so close to being pacifist, but that last move, crushing this guy with a diamond, we killed him straight up. You can't argue that wasn't an act of violence. So we've got to pick something else. So the options are just plain epic, and this one. I forget the name. What Ethan was saying. So, intruder on a scooter. Now, Ethan says this is an absolute no-go. Is he right? Well, we do get shot at a lot. We do throw a rock at this guy. We throw a rock at, one of the police officers. The guy holding the gun here, we throw a rock at him. It hurts him. It drops him out of the car. Pretty bad. And as well as that, we actually ram a guy going in. I'm pretty sure... I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, we ram several people going in. Check this out. So if we bust in... Oh, he is dead. He is 100% dead. You bet. Cheese, what a meme. Clonk. Yeah, right as I draw. So, I believe the correct choice here is to ram. So that's an act of violence. And then furthermore, whoa. I love how modern art is modern art, and it's like making fun of how bad modern art is. Bang, engage over. And you have to choose a shield here. That's two people we've run over, basically. Like, we've rammed into them with a scooter. And that is just an act of violence. So, what we've got to do now is get the Just Plain Epic ending, because surely the Just Plain Epic ending must be the one that is pacifist. We've categorically proven that the other two are not. In one of them, we crush a man with a diamond, which most definitely kills him. And the other, we run two people over with a scooter, which admittedly probably didn't kill them, but was still going to harm them and was an act of violence. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, I love the Minecraft reference, first of all. I love the Minecraft reference. But this route's interesting.
And then I got fired.
This route's interesting.
Yeah, I don't really like this.
Because the thing is...
Please, shut up.
It kind of... Well, the correct choice is the plane.
I gotta warn some.
Now that guy hurt himself, and that was his own fault. But you can't tell me that we didn't just knock out a guy with a plane. We just knocked out a guy with a model plane, and that was an act of violence. Let's ignore that and move on. And then proceed to, steal the diamond. And again, in this situation, we want to choose the mushroom. Now this isn't violent. Henry's not attacking anybody. But he does unintentionally wreak havoc. Well, there's an animal we see it carrying out. And that hurts a guy. And we broke the wall. You know? I mean, I don't see how, Ethan. I want to say. I'll get back to that. So, I mean, okay. So we've in this one, we've hit a guy in the head with a plane, which knocked him out. So that's pretty violent. Now, I will argue...
sir?
There is a lot of other bits of violence which occur accidentally and unintentionally. And also, this is a run to test if Henry can play through this game without being violent, which means these kind of decisions with the CCC, they don't count, alright? If the CCC makes a decision that directly or indirectly leads to violence, it's not Henry's fault. So I can choose whatever here. This is like a free card, and in any case, only one of them works. So even though this probably led to destruction and death, this isn't Henry. This isn't Henry right here. And we did have that guy with the plane. So Henry's forced to run because he's lost the diamond somehow. But he gets lucky. He gets lucky towards the end. I just want to check the audio balance. The game feels really loud to me compared to me. I'm not sure if that's the case. I think the audio balance is fine actually. But we got lucky and we got the diamonds. But I'm afraid to say, if we're going to be strict about this, the run is aborted. It is not possible to complete stealing the diamond without committing an act of violence. The least violent route is just plain epic. All we do is knock out one guy with a model aeroplane, which isn't that bad. But all the same, that is not something a pacifist would do. That is not a pacifist move. The others only get worse in right regard. So no, the run's aborted, guys. It is not possible to complete the Henry Stickmin collection without hurting somebody. No matter how you look at it. Henry is classified as extremely lucky. Yeah. But, that's your favourite ending. Cool. See, I would want to say, for the sake of it, oh yeah, the plane doesn't count, but... yeah, it is non-pacifist. You're right. It is not a pacifist move. So, that's it, guys. That's the end of the stream. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications, and share this with your friends, and subscribe and share. Check out my Patreon, my Discord, my OnlyFans, my merch, and yeah, I will see you on the flip side. There's never going to be a perfect pacifist run this game, it's not possible. But how good can we get? Let's see if we can do this with the minimum number of casualties and the minimum number of people harmed. Now, again, if someone's to edit this on screen, if it's going to get clipped, I don't know if anyone's going to get clipped, we have hurt one person. It has been a minor, we've just knocked someone out. One minor injury, that's all there is to our name, alright? That's all there is. So if we keep going, we might be able to keep it down to as little as just one. Yeah, of course we're continuing. No, I'm not actually gonna end the... Guys, do you guys really think I would actually end the stream? Did you actually think I would end the stream? You guys are funny. Alright guys, I've only been going for 30 minutes, and of course I'm not gonna end the stream yet. But come on, we gotta see it to the end. I'm trolling you. Yeah, so... It doesn't matter what you do, we're going to go with that ending because that was like the least violent, and in any case it doesn't matter about completing the mission. This is where things start getting complicated though. This is where it gets complicated. Shortest Mr. Matt stream ever, yeah. Rip Pacifist one. But yeah, ooh, attacking the tower. Okay, I see the QOT, so it's coming out later this year. It's actually in between Steam the Diamond and Infiltrating the Airship. It's very well made, it looks official. Interesting. Yeah. Some of the other streams only used to be 30 minutes, yeah, but I've moved on. I've gotten more confident and more relaxed with streams to, do them in a longer time frame. Alright, well, thank you for your comments anyway. Let's keep going. So let's play I never even. I never even watched the intro sequence. I skipped the intro sequence.
As the mayor,
I think I gotta give it due.
hereby declare
It's funny how this guy's a top hat. It makes so much sense, but it doesn't. Because it's like, why would he ever get a top hat? But then you realise he's wearing a top hat. And it's like, in this universe, is everyone who wears a top hat a top hat? Or is it just that all top hats wear top hats? You know? But yeah, stealing the diamond, unfortunately, there is no way to do this pacifist. We can't steal the diamond and remain a pacifist. So we're going to move on to the next game. Yeah. Oh yeah, open the airship and compare it. I want to compare them. It's kind of interesting. So I'm going to sit this intro sequence here just to show you guys what's going on with this.
Look, you finally decided to wake up. You've been quite elusive, but your skills
Rupert's back.
catch.
He's not happy.
Job. We've been having some
After
issues.
we smacked him, probably, depending on the continuity.
You know they're guilty. We just can't pin them down to crimes. You'll be going into the airship to bring them down. I don't need to remind you that
There
we've
we
got
go.
you on several charges.
I've never looked
Attempted
closely at
robbery,
all of these.
breaking yourself out of
You definitely want to check
prison,
this out.
even stealing the Tunisian diamond. We've got quite a lot of counts on you.
Bum,
You
bum,
do this job
bum,
right,
bum,
and we'll
bum.
drop all charges against you.
Henry has to make it through the game without directly stealing anything. Oh my
The rest
goodness.
is up to you. Find a way to bring him
Complete
down.
the Henry Stickmin collection, but Henry doesn't commit any crimes.
Hey, how do you want me to bring
That's
you in?
impossible because he immediately trespasses in breaking the bank, so that's not possible. But completing the game without stealing anything, I think that would be possible. Actually, I think it would be possible. Yeah. Yeah, but in the he doesn't technically steal the. I guess he does technically steal the diamond. Because in Just Lane Epic, it does kind of land in front of him, but he still technically steals it because he doesn't take it back and he keeps it for himself. I don't know. But yeah, that guy in the STD intro was something that was retcon since the top hats didn't exist back then. Exactly, yeah, it's a retcon. Yeah, pretty neat though, pretty neat. But yeah, here we go. So, where do we want to enter? Well, we've got to consider all the routes here. Instant write-off, first of all. To get the two endings here, we have to defeat the right-hand man. And we know that we did a lot of damage to him because we almost killed him and he was only able to survive thanks to new cybernetics. So we cannot go to the bridge. Like, this is just a no-go. We also, like, run over, we, like, knock over, like, a number of... Game, please. You can see, like, we've knocked over a couple of people here. So, like, this route's an absolute no-go. And again, I'll show you. If we go cannonball,
Hey, I've been looking at the
like,
numbers
we just
here.
can't. This
What
is
do you think?
non-pacifist for
Yeah,
multiple
let
reasons.
me have a look.
You can see the helicopter actually moving, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this one is just.
I'll hold him off.
Yeah.
Come on then.
You see, these people they might not be dead, but we've definitely harmed them. So let's try something else. We've got this ending, which is just a fail, so that's no go. And that leaves, I can't remember which ending, the one with the chaos containment or the one with, I think this might be the one, I'm not sure. So either we can go top side, or we can go, you know, viewing platform. And I think I'm actually going to go with this one, because the thing is, when you go this way, I forget which ending, I think this is the government hired private investigator, and then this one's the pure-blooded thief. This one involved, although you don't hurt anyone, you suck people up in here, which is a kind of not sure, but then you have to melt this man's bones. You have to melt this man's bones in order to proceed, and that's gonna kill him for sure. We see his dead body all melted on the floor. So this one is also a no-go. We also have to knock out the guy with the wizard hat, with the spider, and yeah, that only leaves going to using the grapple gun. So we have to use the grapple gun, and I'm not even sure if this is gonna cut it, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. And ironically, the answer is wait, but I like the rest of these fails so much, I'm just going to play through all of them, because they're quite funny. Just knocks out the entire airship. That's so funny. I think it said, do not shake well. I remember Matt, Pat, and Stephanie talking about this. I recently watched the GT Live playthrough of the Henry Stickmin collection. I'm very surprised that Matt hasn't done any theories on this, because I think he could do some really good stuff on this game. But yeah, Thomas definitely survived, but Oldman doesn't appear anywhere else. I forget all their names, but right, okay. Oldman probably died because he never shows up in later games. Yeah. That makes 2 endings impossible. Yep. There's a small loophole in Just Plain Epic. Exactly. Yeah. Charles did that, not you, technically. Technically, Charles did, but we still defeated Right Hand Man. But fair enough, technically. Technically, Charles is the one melting his bones. Is it? I thought it was Henry. That might change. Hold on. Really? Hold on. No. Guys, government-supported private investigator might work. I didn't think it did. I thought the whole bone melting thing was kind of not allowed. But if Charles technically did that, and he somehow survived, does he survive an ending to continue off that, though? Oh my god, yeah, he does. Ethan, you know your stuff, man. Good on you for the knowledge. Oh, so he somehow comes back from that? That's crazy. Okay, so we want to go this way. So, this time, I'm pretty sure it's Leap. It's quite funny. If it wasn't for someone just immediately turning the airship, we wouldn't have made it through. I love that. It's quite funny. Also, notice the empty jail cell, because we freed the guy. So, the correct answer in this one's Paperizer. None of these others are really funny, but the Paperizer's the correct one. How it just cuts out, and it's like, you look like an idiot. But no, we're gonna use the Paperizer. And yeah, it just tells this man the paper. Alan, please add details. Yeah. Alan, please add details. Is that a reference to Hitman? Alan. Bloody Alan. Plus the guy, yeah. So GSBO is still invalid since you hit someone else with a stick. Oh, yeah, it is. You're right. I'm forgetting about it. Let's just focus on this one, alright? So the correct one here is a Shrink and Grow, I believe, if I remember correctly. So in this week, we've snuck in, okay? No one's been hurt. We snuck past one guy. We haven't harmed anybody.
Hey, you, stop right there.
Oh, look, it's is it Jeffy? I forget his name.
No.
But then
Like
this
he
happens.
Set off some sort of alarm.
Remember, it's only Henry's actions. If someone else does it, it doesn't count.
Alright, move to plan B. Call in reinforcements and move in.
Indeed, agreed with what's in chat. Yeah, all of that is correct. So, they throw a missile in. Henry has not committed an act of violence yet, right? You can see those dudes up on the top. They're all having a fight. Yeah, the correct answer here is armor. The game's also probably going to crash, so be ready, because it always crashes at this bit. Yeah, Jeffrey Plump, the guy with the big head, yeah. Now, is this an act of violence? I would argue no. This is an act of survival. Henry puts on the armor so he can protect himself, but in doing so, causes the airship to crash, which presumably kills a lot of people. We see some corpses around the airship after it's crashed. But I don't think that was an intentional act of violence. You see Henry here is running, the game's going to crash. Henry doesn't intentionally... Okay, hold on, it's still frozen. Is the game just going to keep going? What is happening right now? Usually it's like crashing by now, but the audio's still going. It's just the frames paused.
Let's go. Come on now.
Oh, this is weird. Guys, this isn't the stream. You are seeing exactly what I am seeing. It's just paused on this one frame.
Wilson, we've got to get out of here. We've got calves at our front doors.
I can hear the scene, but I can't see it.
Man.
Is it still gonna like present us with the options? Guys, I think the game's still going. It's just that the graphics are kind of aired out. So I want you to be able to see this. Oh, now it's crashed. Now it went out full screen. Okay. The moment I touched my mouse. Let me shut down Henry Stickmin. I'm going to start again. I'm going to keep it out of full screen for this bit. But yeah, I'm just going to exit out of full screen. The airship isn't a person, but the people inside are. Pacifism, Ethan is right. It is violence against anyone or anything, but that's usually referring to like animals and stuff. Like, yes, if I don't know, punched a wall or a window, that would be violent. But, you know, the rule here is that we're not harming anybody, and, like, I'm not really counting property damage, because A, it would make this thing bloody impossible, but B, you know, it's more realistic. Usually, like, the fuss with Pacifist is like, oh, this is hurting people, but if it's just hurting, like, things, it's usually not that big a deal. So we're gonna try this again. Outer wing, choose the armor. So, pay attention, alright? So, Henry takes the armor, he puts it on, he jumps through the engine. Now, again, is that an act of violence? Maybe. He throws a rocket away, but that doesn't hit anybody, that's just to get rid of it. I would argue no, but let's say it is, just to really nail this down. Let's see if there's anything else that happens here. So, Henry didn't intend for this to happen. There's literally the opposite of pacifist. It's war, violence, and yet it is appropriate for this route because Henry didn't. I love this guy. He's funny.
Evacuate everyone.
I can take care of this. We're not built to handle this, man. But you know, everything that's happened so far, this is not. None of this has been part of Henry's intentions. You know, this has all just been the consequences, indirect consequences of his actions. And this last one's the decider also. Hello, we've got a USB. Oh, yeah, I remember this. It's like, this goes on point, I'm not sure what it's for. And then it's like, you use that on the airship. I believe the correct one's prototype? So yeah, they send out the prototypes. There's a lot of fighting going on right now. Henry hasn't committed an act of violence, though, unless you count crashing the airship. But I don't think that was intentional. And therefore, I think that lack of intent means he's cleared.
He's got the ruby.
He's got the ruby.
Don't forget about it. We've got to retreat, or else the Topic clan will be history.
Yeah. Well, some of them survived. I feel like some people had to have died from that, but it's not clear. That helps my case, though. You can't prove that anyone really died. But yeah, then Henry steals the suit. And then we get this scene.
Orders, Captain?
Let him go.
What?
Oh, that's cool. 14th of December. Huh.
He's not worth the trouble.
He's not worth the trouble. So, Pure-Blooded Thief, in my opinion, is the only pacifist route in infiltrating the airship. It cuts it fine. You could argue that Henry jumping through the air blades with his suit was an act of violence, and that, you know, even though it was indirect, you could argue that indirect causation still counts. I would argue that it doesn't. Even if that was an act of violence, it clearly wasn't Henry's intent. He was very surprised to see the fight starting out. He didn't, you know, even if he had an idea of the consequences, he didn't really have thought about it. And besides, this is the only possible route, okay? Pure-Blooded Thief is the only possible route because, you know, lightning quick larcenist is a fail. The two endings that you get over here involve defeating the right-hand man, and even if you count it as Charles, you know, those guys get squished at the start and at least one of them dies. Also, in the government-supported private investigator route, okay, so maybe it was actually Charles melting this guy's bones, but Henry smacks this guy unconscious, the guy with the wizard hat, which is pretty violent. He also, you gotta remember, guys, he has the pump gun. He actually, like, shoots two people off the airship. If you go back here and we choose the force gun, this is another reason that this is kind of disqualified, because those two, there is no way those two people survived. He just killed two people by shooting them off an airship miles up in the sky. And they just fell to their deaths. There is no way they survived that. So, yeah. The only pacifist route from this game is Pure-Blooded Thief, which is going to limit our choices. But it's what we got to do. I don't think it was violent. I'm glad you agree. Again, if you disagree with my logic, that's fine. I'm trying to make this possible. So, that's pretty much... We've had one knockout, possibly multiple indirect, unintentional deaths. Not so much property damage. Bit vague. But let's play Fleeing the Complex. Let's keep it moving. What about Fleeing the Complex? What does this bring us? Ethan's already thinking ahead. That is correct, I believe. But we're going to go through all of them.
Some of the most cunning and notorious criminals are kept here. And now we have the infamous Henry Stickmin.
Ooh, that's an interesting one, Dark Link. That's really cool. I really want to see all these like Henry fan games because I didn't know they were a thing. Anyway, look guys, I'm sitting really high up now. I'm in my pushchair. Look how high up I am. So we get a few options here. I'm gonna gloss over the map. So let's rule out what is definitely violent. Okay. So if we go storage room solo, we do end up using the whoopee cushion stratton, so no knockout. All of this. Okay, Ghost Inmate, I believe, is actually Pacifist. However, if you go with Ellie, you have to knock out these guys, so synchronized takedown. I'd say that was an act of violence. I mean, it doesn't really hurt them that much. That was like the nicest possible way you could knock somebody out. But even so, you know, a pacifist would not approve. Alright, a real pacifist, like a real, probably hardcore pacifist. But worst of all, you go further on and you're kind of required. Because you you do this in the same route, and that just killed 3 people. So this route is off the list. Okay, so convict allies is definitely not allowed. Even though, like, you can argue whatever at later on. So we shot 3 people there. They are dead, even if they're not. That doesn't matter. Convict allies is off the table. So what about this one? So this middle one goes to presumed dead. However, there's a lot of violence. There's a lot actually. So you end up running around. You have to fight this guy with the sword, defeat him in single combat. Karlov. You can see it. We absolutely just stabbed Karlov right in the ghoulies. Not a great place. So that's at least 1 death attributed in this route. Plus, you get the people he rams with the truck in this route. You get thrown off the cliff. So yeah, as much as I love this ending, I love how this one plays out. This is not pacifist in the slightest. Then, I mean, they might have survived, but you know that was pretty, you know.
I have to say, Henry, I'm impressed. Really, I am.
That was
the first person to escape the wall.
Pretty. I'm gonna just warp star just because I can. That was pretty violent. The story is not a fan game, it's a list of stories on Reddit. Oh wow, writing fanfics now, are we? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, they suffocate 2 guards, presumed dead. Henry stabs Karlov to death and rams 2 wall guards off a cliff. And then we get International Rescue Operative, which I'm going to look at next. Because if you go down there, you get the top hat and the betrayed and the International Rescue Operative. In this route, so you don't hurt anyone up to here from transfer cell, you just wait, then you make your way out of the cell, you make a call, you sneak past these guys. But then with this one, Henry kicks the guy with the rocket launcher in the face to save Charles. Yeah, so here, this is actually Charles. You can argue, okay, the mini helicopter's the solution here, and this is Charles. Alright, this has nothing to do with Henry. Even though it's technically us choosing it.
a helipad up here.
Maybe.
Pretty good place to get picked
That's
up.
debatable.
Once I get close, though, they'll probably raise the alarm.
But yeah.
Oh,
But then we get this scene.
I'm coming in, get ready.
And the way to successfully do the scene without getting a fail is this.
Oh, get him!
That's violent. That is violence. And also that's violence. But Henry kicked a guy. He didn't kill him. Didn't even hurt him that bad, it seems. But you know, we gave him a good old kick. You know, no exceptions. We've got to be strict. Alright, we're going to be really strict with this. Because that's what the pacifist would be. Puffle said that Freddy Fazbear and Frosty the Snowman are in the same containment cell. That's really funny. That actually makes a lot of sense. If you go to this part, the building here is where Freddy Fazbear's being contained. It doesn't look like a cell, but that's where he is. And Henry's like, no, get me out of here. That wasn't scary. But then we get that. But then also, in the next one, if you choose this costume, Frosty's coming from that direction.
Frosty's escaping.
I love that. Frosty's escaping! But yeah, no, looking at the map here, that's when you're down there. This building, there's a small building here where they can keep Freddy and Frosty, which is interesting. With the scene before phoning a friend not work either, I mean, Henry crushes a guy with the concrete floor, but he didn't know that. Oh, was there a guy there? Wait, what, here? Hold on. Wait, there's a guy here? Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no, that's an accident. That's not an act of violence. if someone's killed in like a construction site because something was dropped to them, that's not an act of violence. That's an accident. It doesn't count. Not intentional. Again, intention is key, guys. I'm being smart. It's not intentional, so I'm not counting that. But yeah, why did the wall keep Freddy locked up in that building? Because otherwise he'll stuff everyone into Fazbear suits. He'll kill them for agony. I don't know. They're dangerous. It's like Frosty. They're dangerous. But yeah, that was violent. Yeah, you crush go and you go. So the call it's crushed, but it's not intentional, so I'm not counting it. Yeah. So what does that leave? That leaves 2 routes. One is the one with the Top Hat clan. The other is Ghost Inmate. So here's one.
Yes, hello. Henry? Where are you?
Henry, where are you?
Yeah, in the complex.
In a complex. In a
Yes, of course,
complex.
sir. Well,
I say.
We'll be right there.
But yeah.
Sit tight.
So far, Henry's accidentally killed someone. But you know, accident. What else would he have done, guys? Like, how would he have known? If that was you or me, we would have done the same thing. They'd have to have gone to a Fazbear's location to actually get Freddy, though, right? Considering how much FNAF lore has expanded since this, I feel like we should just. Obviously, they're just references, but in universe, like, what's Freddy's doing? Where's Freddy's at? Because I'm thinking, like, oh, you know. Let's just think about the first. Well, this was like 2015, so like the first 3 games. So, I just want to see this because it's really funny. It's really funny.
Hey, Henry! It's me! Yeah, I'm undercover. Yeah, I'm here to break you out. What?
Why is it? There's that one guy there who never turns from his lunch. I want to look at the bios. What was his deal? That guy there never stops looking at his lunch. He's just got his back turned like, oh, is it this guy? He loves jelly and jelly sandwiches. There's so many possible combinations. Is that him? Is it Jim Pinkson? It's one of these guys. Oh, wow, I see. Or is it this guy? Still getting into the swing of things. Willy Wagner. I think that's him. He's just like still living his weed. But no, so here we choose the drill pod. No, that's not Henry. These guys are like shooting at the employees, but that's not Henry. You know, none of these violent acts are being committed by Henry right here. Then we use the sick ride. The sick ride. Indeed, Ethan. But I'm still including this for the record.
That was a close one, Henry.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pull you up.
Now,
See, without you,
although this does lead to rapidly promoted executive, it only works with rapidly promoted executive. The betrayed on its own is a pacifist route. Henry doesn't commit any acts of pacifism here, but the thing is, if you haven't got rapidly promoted executive, you can't get the betrayed. And rapidly promoted executive requires defeating the right-hand man. And maybe other things. So, yeah, it's not possible to have this non-violent. And this leads on to an ending with violence anyway, which is the same one we used in the speedruns, which was the Top Hat Civil Warfare. Because, like, we throw Reginald, like, off the airship. And, you know, then it was accidental, but we do crash into them. So, as useful as that, as cool as that is, the falling theme's great, isn't it? As useful as interesting as that is, that's a no-go. So the betrayed is a no-go because it's rapidly promoted executive. So all of that leaves is Ghost Inmate. So we're going to play Ghost Inmate. I'm pretty sure we only have one combination.
Hello, Henry.
Oh, man.
Welcome to the wall.
To the wall.
Some of the most cunning and notorious
And this might not
criminals
work.
are kept here. And now
Let's
we
just
have
be
the infamous
let's be careful here and let's look at everything in detail.
You're going to be here for a long time.
Grigori, take it.
I love the Among Us
You wait
sound though.
here until self-found.
Because I think this was actually after Among Us. I mean, I don't know if that sound effect was in the original. All the original Stickmin games were made before Among Us, but the new collection was made after, so... This is Profit's answer to the Freddy question. Alright. So... We want to get the boost up, but we are going to abandon Ellie. Because unfortunately, if we want to be a pacifist, we can't have Ellie with us. Here we go. Oh boy, excuse me. This doesn't pay off unless you also get rapidly promoted executive, I don't think, which is kind of weird, but yeah.
Are open. And I'm like, look at how much I don't care.
Anyway, excuse me. That's funny. Are you serious? I haven't even played Five Nights at Freddy's, and even I know the answer to that question. I think it's just that Freddy's obviously dangerous. Why do they keep Frosty locked up? That's what I'm more interested in. Now, the whoopee cushion's the answer here. This is non-violent. We don't hurt anyone doing this. These guys fight each other. That's not...
Are you serious?
It's indirect. It's just supposed to be a distraction.
You what? Don't you accuse me.
Ellie encourages Henry's non-pacifism, yeah. But, you know, Henry hasn't laid a finger on anybody here, so... So Henry, we use the power jump here. Again, we don't fight the guard, we ignore the guard. Down here we use the balloon, then it's the helium, then it's the Super Mario reference. So we choose the helium here. And yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. This is where it gets interesting. Because this is going to be the decider. Is this a pacifist route, or are we going to have to make an exception again? I see a wet floor side. Maybe Rockstar Chica's coming from the other side. Yeah. That's what happens when you play UCN too much. She's coming from the other side. But yeah, if we use the leaf again. No violence. These guys don't see us. I see you, G-Man. But yeah, and then we've got this. You choose a dinghy, SSNE, or the rocket. The dinghy's the one that works. And boom! Ghost Inmate is a non-violent pacifist route. 100%.
Oh yeah, probably off to see his family. Yeah.
So then we got rank Ghost Inmates. GI. I love this music. Right? This is supposed to be in Canada, but they're all Russian. It's so weird. But yes, Darklink, yeah, it's kind of... I'm sure they don't feel too good about it. But yeah, FNAF aside, we've come to the decider, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment. This is the moment. Episode 5, completing the mission. This is where we see, is it possible to play the Henry Stickmin collection, maybe not hurting on, but at least not killing anyone. Because so far, we've had one knockout. We've knocked out one person. You can argue kind of that we've indirectly caused a number of deaths, maybe. And other than that, we've got a pacifist route. So, pure-blooded thief and ghost inmate. What does that give you? Jewel Baron. I'm pretty sure. But is that a pacifist route? We will see. We will see. Because if you guys are enjoying, I want you to leave a like, I want you to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss a stream, and share this with your friends, not just to improve my time and allow me to share my stuff and, you know, play these games with more of you, but that so you can enjoy the experience of having more people around and, you know, making new friends and seeing more new stuff, because the better my channel does, the better my content's going to be. So it's helping me, but it's also helping you. And as well as that, check out the links in the description, is really cool. I mean, you don't have to, but if you want, you can find the intro music, obviously. If you want to play the game for yourself, the link is below. For some reason, these aren't included because I think the speedrun format didn't support this. But today's QOTD winner, it will be announced at the end. And today's charity shout-out goes to Greenpeace, which, as the name would imply, are all about bringing peace to the environment. Greenpeace, a wonderful organisation. They're working to face all kinds of challenges and take action in dealing with rising sea levels, more extreme weather events, loss of biodiversity, climate change, deforestation, pollution, loads and loads of stuff that you can read up on this website, which I would highly recommend. Please donate if you can. It all goes towards good causes. If you want to take action but you can't donate, there are a lot of, like, you know, petitions you can sign, all kinds of things that will get the attention of politicians, you know, force, you know, legislative change. Please, 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 they are a wonderful organisation. The link is in the description. You have to refresh, but go check them out. And yeah, if you want to check out my social media pages as well, I've just realised I have not done a Henry Stickmin stream in so long. The social media pages actually aren't updated. You can see the Mr. Matt social media pages down there, sure, but there's some more I want to show you. Yeah. So, just thinking, guys, the as well as the links to my social media pages, if you're interested, you can also check out. Where is it? You can also check out my other projects. I have a Game Jolt. I have another Instagram. I post all different kinds of content over there if you're interested. I also have a Streamlabs if anyone wants to donate, or if your subscriptions are set to public, there'll be a little pop-up as well when you subscribe, you know. Oh, did I misspell it? Charity. Guys, there's a charity shout out. No, we're good. But yeah, all the links are in the description, guys, so go check them out. The support's very much appreciated. Maybe, you know, consider my Fiverr services. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, that's okay. But let's continue. Let's play the game. Pure-blooded thief. Ghost inmate. Excuse me. So that's the story so far. So we annoyed the government, but we also did serve the top hats, and we escaped solo from the war.
Their rocket launch earlier this
now we missed the
week
rocket
has placed
launch,
the space station in a stable
so
orbit
they're
around the
already
globe.
in orbit.
The station has plenty of room to store all the clan's members as well as the stolen valuables. Among these valuables is the priceless Norwegian emerald stolen.
And meanwhile, Henry's like, Norwegian emerald?
The Topak clan are also thought to be the ones responsible for the theft of the Romanian ruby and the Tunisian diamond.
Which is
The
ironic,
orbital station allows
because
the clan to easily raid any place
Henry
on
was the
Earth.
one who stole both of those in the end. But yeah, 2 weeks after most of the
Hey,
other routes,
Chief.
2 weeks after launch, we get
Our
this.
satellites have picked up a hostile object.
Oh no, is it the government? Did they send a destroyer after us? No. Well, just shoot it down.
So in order to get through this, got to go to mosquito mode. Alright, Big Mouth, see you soon. Now, I haven't committed an act of violence yet. No one was hurt. That was close, but no one's been hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Hello,
we
EGE
can do it,
Animation.
man.
Thank you for joining. Leave a like if you're
They're on the ship.
enjoying the stream.
Completely missed.
I'll stop saying it, I promise. But yeah, welcome back to the Henry Sim collection.
On that.
Jewel Baron, the ultimate asshole route where we betrayed everyone, yeah. Now, there is a problem coming up, isn't there? Because up to here, we're all good, right? And also, iconic scene. Here it is, guys. The Immortal teleporter scene. Looking at that thing, Henry's like, no, I can't do this. Not again. Then we get this crazy scene. I still don't know what all the Easter eggs are here. It goes too quickly, and even in a YouTube video, I tried pausing it to see, but there's so many. I heard Megalovania and saw Sands for a second. I think there was also the moon from what's it called? From Zelda. But I don't know what the other thing is. Anyway, we want to just open this bad boy. And yep, carrying the emerald, heavy stuff. See something, say something, Among Us is canon.
Oh, no, you don't. Hey, Reg.
But then we get this,
Yeah,
which is a
Fennec.
little difficult.
Excellent work. I knew I could count on you.
Hang on a minute.
This is the guy that stole our ruby. Now he's trying to steal our emerald.
Also, 7 emeralds, thank you.
That guy?
Like Scott in FNAF World. Don't you get it? I can't do this anymore. I won't. Now here's the thing. Chance time doesn't work, and the emerald doesn't work. But if anything else, it's hard to argue that this wasn't his intention. Also, the game just crashed. The game just crashed at the crucial moment, the moment we've all been waiting for. Henry Stickmin collection. Alright, well, let me just restart the game. Because there is a problem. We've come all this way, but there's a problem. Hello? Why is display capture on? It should be game capture. There we go. There we go. Alright. We got our full screen again for a moment. So the thing is about this, right? This is where we were, right? it's hard to argue that it wasn't Henry's intention to kill these two right here, because he yells knowing that it's going to smash the glass, suck them out into space, and that he can grab, you know, right-hand man's, like, oxygen mask. Maybe that wasn't his plan, but either way, that definitely kills both of those two.
What's going on?
Right-hand man and the other guy, whose name I forget, they're dead. They've suffocated in the vacuum of space.
Spotted him outside.
That's two unavoidable deaths. That is two unavoidable deaths. And it doesn't matter what we do now, in addition to the one knockout and, like, the dubious, you know, like, kills. We also did that, which probably killed a few people, whether directly or not. We killed Reginald as well. Not intentionally, to be fair, but he gets sucked down into space. And yeah, pretty much that's the end. Yeah. So you can't really argue that Jewel Baron's a pacifist run. You can't argue that it's a pacifist ending.
Breaking news. The Toppet orbital
And I like
station
how
has
it
been
ends where it started with the
completely
BCC. I
destroyed.
think it's quite clever.
We are unsure of the exact details at the moment. Several escape pods have been seen
Some
entering
survived,
the atmosphere.
but
The Toppet
like
Chief's
with the
escape
airship-
pod was found, but there is nobody inside. Government forces state they do not know whether he survived.
And that's the end. That's Jewel Baron. So, is it possible still to do a pacifist run of the Henry Stickmin collection? Is there any other way we can twist this round? Okay, so we'll make an exception for Steam the Diamond. Can we do this without killing anyone? Okay, so again, technically, if you go back to Airship, because the first three games we've kind of sorted, you know, looking at the first three games, you can do this categorically yes, pacifist for Breaking the Bank, categorically yes for escaping the prison. Steam the Diamond has an unavoidable knockout. Infiltrating the airship, again, examining it closely. Do we kill anyone? Let's raise the standard here. If we can't do this without hurting anyone, because that is definitely not possible, can we do this without killing anyone? Well, this clearly doesn't kill him because he comes back later. That doesn't kill him. Now all of a sudden, the government-supported private investigator is a valid route, because although we do hurt people, we don't kill anyone. Alright? We still probably killed Oldman at the start of that route, so I'm still going to say no to that one. But let's stick with Pure-Blooded Thief now. But if not, government-supported private investigator. Although it wasn't pacifist, we didn't kill anyone, alright? And again, when it comes to fleeing the complex, Ghost Inmate is the best choice, because we don't hurt anybody. Alternatively, though, again, betrayed can only happen. Let me just go back to CTM here. Alright. Pure-Blooded Thief and Ghost Inmate doesn't work, okay. Pure-Blooded Thief and Ghost Inmate leads to Jewel Baron, where we kill at least 3 people, if not more. So we've got to change one of them. If we change it to government-supported private investigator, but we keep Ghost Inmate, where does that take us? So Charles and Ghost is this one. It gets us to the cleaned them out ending. So let's try this. We're not a pacifist, but we haven't killed anybody.
Message to all recent players. I'm hosting a test for...
Message.
This is a Code 12 broadcast. The remnants of the Top Hat clan have
this is where we're kind of aligned with the government?
The Dogo jungle.
The Dogo jungle.
Attempting to launch
Captain HG Canterbury, US Marines, telling us about
unconfirmed reports
stuff.
are telling us they are shipping their assets by train to this base in the jungle.
It's
These
all just because
assets
Oldman was
include all
killed.
treasures and artifacts they have
He looks
stolen
pretty
throughout
dead.
the years. Now these treasures are worth quite a lot of money, so we gotta make sure.
A lot. I love that. Value. A lot. So how does this one play out? So we use the magic hat for this.
This is Checkpoint Inspection Team 5. We are all clear.
Roger that. We'll be heading out here in just a hot second.
Now somehow magic hat works, so I'm not quite sure how.
About time.
It's like a wormhole
Alright,
between
I'll
these
get to
two
the door.
hats. So
You were standing right
Someone
next
there? Hey, you there?
Okay, so that's not pacifist. All right. We have to go window for this. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I love that. Very beautiful. But then we go with free transform. Oh my god, I forgot for a second. I was thinking, wait, isn't it Mr. Macbeth next? No, it's a different ending. It's not just a magic hat, it's Toy Freddy's hat. It has the red ring around the brim.
Alright, lads.
Yeah,
easy
it's
up.
FNAF plus
Let's
Freddy's
get
hat, it's
everything
Toy Freddy's
packed up
hat.
before it gets too late.
Filled with beer once airborne. But could we still do this without killing anyone? Suck pack, leaf mod, mood. I think that's pronounced mood, leaf mood, and infinity 3. I think it's actually, isn't it suck pack? Suck pack, yeah. So if we do this, we do have ourselves an ending where we don't kill anyone, and we don't even harm anyone in this route. It comes at the cost of knocking out a couple of top hats. What a gamer moment. Because no one's harmed here. We don't kill anybody.
Okay, everyone, today's the day.
Why is it empty in here? Today's the day. I love his voice, it's funny. But yeah, clean them out is a pacifist run. But again, the cost of not killing anybody comes at knocking out more people. Because in order for this to be viable, we have to go this route and turn someone's bones to jelly and, hit him in the head. So, what if there was another way, though? What if we kept it so we stick strictly to Pure-Blooded Thief, but we get a different Fleeing the Complex ending? Again, we decided, so Ghost Inmate was all good, and we stuck with that, but that didn't really lead anywhere. No, what am I saying? I did lead somewhere. But again, we can't do Convict Allies, because we shoot 3 people. We can't do Presumed Dead, because we knock people over a cliff, and, we stab somebody. We can't do International Rescue Operative, even though it's very soft. And we could do that, because if we're not killing anybody, that's an option now. And the Betrayed, again, the requirement for the Betrayed, as shown with completing the mission here, is rapidly promoted to executive, which we can't really do. We could, but here's the thing: not killing people opens up a lot of opportunities, because this would now work, wouldn't it? Would it? Because it starts here and then it leads to. Wait, what? I think the map thing just broke there. It leads to the Revenged. This one leads to Revenge, where we kill a lot of people, including ourselves. We kill Right Hand Man. We kill Reginald, we kill all the top hats from Revenged. So these two, it wouldn't really work anyway in the end. So, as nice as it is to think about it, no. In fact, if we stick with Pure-Blooded Thief and go with, obviously these two, that's the thing. If you do Pure-Blooded Thief, International Rescue Operative and the Betrayed, they don't work. So we can't, I know there was an exception for these two. I mean, we definitely still kill people in Presumed Dead and Convict Allies, but anyone with these two, well, it's kind of limited. Relentless Bounty Hunter. I'm trying to remember which one that is now. Again, we could do that one, but a lot of these lead to endings where we do kill people. This one would lead us to the one where we get Master Bounty Hunter, where we capture Right Hand Man. I don't think we actually kill anyone in that one, so that could be an option. But again, we're beginning to really stretch the definition of pacifism here. I mean, GSPI with IRO words. That's Charles in the Helicopter, the perfect matchup. This leads to Special Brovert Corps, which actually, I believe, is pacifist. We don't actually... Wait, no, yeah, we don't kill anyone in this. So another option is Special Brovert Corps. That is actually a valid option if it's not killing people. So there's actually a lot more for this. But if you go Pure-Blooded Thief, we have to go with Ghost Inmate. So we can't use one of these. So in order to get the let's do this now with the least number of casualties. Okay, I think the best way to do it is probably this. I want to say least violence. So. I mean, looking at all of this, there are a lot of routes, but I think I'm going to answer the question now. Is it possible to complete a pacifist run of the Henry Stickmin of words? Let me just reach out for a second, catch up. But if Oldman wasn't killed, RBH and RP would be possible since Right Hand Man wasn't technically killed. Suck pack, yes. But I'm gonna answer the question now, guys. Is it possible to complete the Henry Stickmin collection with, you know, let me try this one more time. Let's answer the question. Is it possible to complete the Henry Stickmin collection as a pacifist run? Can you do a pacifist run in this game? Can you complete it as a pacifist? Categorically, no. You cannot. There is an unavoidable person you have to knock out in stealing the diamond, or worse, which is like running people over and stuff. There's also a few dubious moments when you crash the airship. Is that, you know, if it's not intentional, does that count? If it's property damage, does that count? There's a lot of moments where it's kind of... And even if you get it all right up to fleeing the complex, when you meet Jewel Baron and complete the mission, you end up killing a bunch of people. And although it's not possible to complete the Henry Stickmin collection without doing any violence, without harming anyone, it is possible to do it without killing anyone. In fact, there are a multitude of possible routes for that. If we go to complete the mission, again, the first 3 games don't really matter into this, but you can do pretty much any ending of infiltrating the airship, and as long as you don't have convict allies or presumed dead selected, you're already in the clear for not killing anyone. And then it's just a matter of selecting the endings, which don't, well, end up with any casualties. The game just crashed. Because, for example, you could do, you know, rapidly promoted executive and the betrayed, but that would lead you to revenged, where you kill loads of people. So that's obviously not a choice. But if I have to list all of them, every Henry Stickmin ending where you don't kill anyone in the entire path, I think I have all of them. All right. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm glossing over them here, because I'm going to end the stream now. But if I go to this thing, press start, thank you. If we go to complete the mission, so as long as it doesn't have Ellie or the truck on it, we're pretty much good, right? You know, escape plan, you do end up killing Right Hand Man, I believe, in Free Man. You also shoot a load of people, so that's a no-go. Special Brovert Corpse is a, technically, not pacifist, but a less violent ending. So, out of the endings where you don't kill anyone, Special Brovert Corpse, I believe, is an option, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, if I've not checked anything in, but I'm pretty sure you'd never kill anybody there. Jewel Baron's unfortunately not an option here. Unfortunately, I don't think Little Nest Egg is on, because you do kill Mr. Macbeth. You do kill him, even though it's just by reflecting his own weapon, you do kill him. So I'm not sure about Little Nest Egg. In this one, you actually don't kill anyone, but so it's with it's Ellie. If Ellie's there, it's not pacifist in the slightest, guys. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. We can't use anything with Ellie or the truck because presumed dead and convict allies lead to death. Even if it's just presumed. But yeah, I believe Cleaned 'Em Out is a pacifist, not pacifist, but it is a no-kill run. You know, this game is not pacifist, but I don't believe you kill anyone in Master Bounty Hunter. Top Hat Civil Warfare, I am not sure, but I don't think anyone actually dies in this one, even though there's a lot of... No, you do actually kill some people, but it's not intentional, so this is kind of an ending. But yeah, Revenge is definitely not. So, Top Hat Civil Warfare, kind of. Master Bounty Hunter, yes. Did I check this one? Cleaned 'Em Out, yes. Little Nest Egg, maybe. And Special Brovert Corpse, yes, in response to, is it possible to complete the Henry Stickmin collection without killing anyone? Because all the others with Ellie and Presumed Dead involve kills. Even if it's not, there are no kills actually in the runs here, there are kills in these two for sure. All the others, although they may involve harm, it's possible to complete the game without killing anyone. So, that is it, guys. You leave them stranded in space rather than kill them. So Free Man is possible. Okay, yeah, so Free Man is possible as well. Yeah, Top Hat Civil Warfare is... Oh, yeah. It's not intentional, which is why I'm saying maybe. But that is the end, guys. that has been my attempt at doing a pacifist run of the Henry Stickmin collection. Now, the Henry Stickmin collection has been a lot of on my channel. We've kind of reached the point in time, if I can just turn this down, where the Henry Stickmin collection is just going to be a background recurring game on Mr. Matt. We finished the main series and we 100%ed it. We did some speedrunning, and now it's kind of up in the air, you know. It's going to come back around and around and around, you know. We'll do the odd run here. I want to know what your suggestions are. What other things do you want to see me attempt in this game? Do you want to see me try and complete the game without the use of vehicles? You know, complete the game without running, complete the game without jumping, maybe, I don't know, complete the game without, you know, complete the game in compliance with social distancing rules. It could be anything, alright? So if you've got any ideas that you want to see me attempt on a stream, leave them in the description, and depending on the exact nature of the attempt, it may happen in a stream alongside something else, or have an entire stream of its own dedicated to it if I think it's a good idea. So Brovert's Ops, not Brovert Corpse. I'm saying it wrong. Yes, that's right, Ethan. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and share this with your friends. All the support is very much appreciated. It means a lot to me. If you want to check out the links in the description as well, you can get the game for yourself. It's a very good game. It's a fun game. But you can also support me and follow me on my social media pages. You know, there are rewards in place if I, you know, meet certain goals. But also, you know, just generally, if you want better notifications, you want extra content, I have like an extra Instagram, a Game Jolt, and a Fiverr where I'm providing services. I'll make you thumbnails for a cheap price, as well as, you know, social media pages where I, you know, just advertise these streams and, like, you know, try doing, you know, just do notifications and stuff. But yeah, it's all in the description. Today's QOTD winner is going to go to Dark Link without a question. It seems like he's the only guy who really knows about fan games. Maybe that was a bit of an unfair question, but I had to do it the one time. Guys, go check out Dark Link. He has a Game Jolt. He does polls. He's a really cool guy. And he's doing this stuff with FNAF and Henry Stickmin. And yeah, the link to his page will be in the description with everything else. You may need to refresh the stream, but everything there, the music, the social media pages, whatever, it's all in the description. So thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun. Attempt to remember the longest path. That would, honestly, that just sounds boring, to be honest. But I understand that, DJ. I could do the opposite of speed. I could do a slow run. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. The most deaths, the most quick time events, the most things stolen. I'm gonna write that down. Write that down. Write that down. Most deaths, most quick times, most things stolen. I think I should start next with most possible kills, because that would be the opposite of what we've done. But then after that, I can definitely move on to these. Again, this is going to be like, you know, FNAF 5 Nights of Fan Games. I can only do so many requests so quickly, but I look forward to trying this because I want loads. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. All the support's appreciated. That is all for today. I'll see you soon. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I'm definitely not streaming Tuesday because I've got an exam. This is today. This is tomorrow. That's my last exam, and I want to be ready for it. But I'll see you guys soon. Anyhow, Beans. They want your beans. Project Beans coming back this Wednesday. All right, we're gonna kickstart alpha development. I'm going now. Yeah, finishing as a genocide. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I keep rambling. I'm just saying. But yeah, all the support's very much appreciated. We didn't hit the like goal, but 8 likes is respectable. Thank you. And yeah, just check out the socials, guys. Please. I've not had anyone check out my Fiverr. I'm not I'm not desperate. You know, there is going to be some new posts on the Instagram pretty soon. Alright, stay hydrated.